Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I hope that you guys are excited for today's video. As you can see by the title, we are at 13 weeks, which is crazy to me because this is like going by so fast. I feel like after I announced, like the weeks are just flying by. We have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. It's been kind of like difficult to make content right now just because I still am like kind of early. I figured today I would just kind of tell you what our specialist told us at our appointment. We had our 13-week appointment. Babies are the size of lemons, so that's pretty exciting. They're getting bigger and growing. And I can definitely tell because my bump is like growing by the week. It's crazy. Every time somebody sees me again, they're like, oh my gosh. But you know, there is 3 babies, so I'm expecting it to grow a little bit quicker, I guess. So that's fine. Today's video is kind of, I don't want to say depressing, but I am going to be telling you guys like the risks that are associated with triplets and kind of the lifestyle changes that I've had to make since finding out that I was having 3 babies at once. I'm going to be like going over that stuff with you guys, but really quick, I'm just going to do like a recap of 13 weeks and what that was kind of like for me and our pregnancy. Like I said, we met with our specialist. It went really well overall. I feel like we're in the right hands for sure. We are with a great group of doctors. We're being seen in Kansas City. So I do have to drive a long way for my early morning appointments, which really sucks because Braxton and I have to get up at like 6. But I'm just happy that we're being taken care of and like we're getting the best care possible. So basically how my appointments work is I'm going to be seen every 2 weeks. This first set of weeks is kind of a little bit longer. It's like 2.5, almost 3 weeks, and that will be at my 16-week mark, which is when we're going to find out the genders of the babies. I am not going to know, Braxton's not going to know. We're going to put it in an envelope, and then my sister is going to be the only person who knows the gender of the babies, and then my mom's obviously going to like plan the party. We have a couple people that are going to probably come help, and if it's a little bit too much for Marley, then I have like another 1 or 2 people that I've picked to like let them know the genders. But for the most part, it's going to be a total surprise to everybody, and I'm really excited. I'm just super nervous. Anywho, our specialist was amazing, so we're going to be seeing them every 2 weeks. I'll have an ultrasound every 2 weeks, and after I'm at 24 weeks pregnant, I will be seen weekly. Most of our appointments are like early in the morning, which is just crazy. Next week, I'm going to be showing you guys all of our ultrasound pictures that we've done up until now. We've had 3 ultrasounds already, and we have 1 more next week, which will probably be a different type of video since it's the gender reveal video anyways. But I wanted to show you guys like all the images of the babies next week just because it's so cool. Like it's amazing. And I should say next week, but it's not going to be next week. It's going to be this week for the 14-week bump day video. Anyways, today's video, I'm just going to go over really quick with you guys what symptoms that I had week 13 of being pregnant with triplets. I honestly had a lot of the similar symptoms I've been having. I'm just overly tired. Like it's so hard for me to get out of bed in the mornings, and then like I want to take a nap throughout the day all the time. But I will say that I feel like it has gotten better since my first trimester. My first trimester, I couldn't hardly like function. Like I was taking a nap every day and I was sleeping in till like 10 a.m. every day. Whereas today I'm like up and going, and like I got up and put makeup on and filmed. So it is getting better. I just feel like it's still like kind of lingering there. Like I'm always so tired. Anywho, the only other thing that I feel like I'm experiencing that's like so unfun right now is my nauseas kind of come and go. Like it comes and goes all the time. Sometimes I feel like really good, and then sometimes I'm like I could throw up if I really wanted to. But I deal with that decently well just because I know it's going to go away within like an hour or so. But I keep getting these really bad headaches, and yes, I know I can take Tylenol. I keep having people that feel like they're my doctors, and it drives me crazy because it's like my doctors are telling me not to do certain things, and then people, well, you know, you can do this and this and this, and it's like, yeah, you're pregnant with 1 baby. I'm pregnant with 3 babies. So there is a lot of like differences, and like there is things that I'm not supposed to be doing. If I don't need to take the medication, I'm not going to, which is the same way I am when I'm not pregnant. So I just have been kind of like pushing through it and trying to rest and like take hot baths and stuff, warm baths, whenever I have these headaches. I'm really hoping I don't get emotional in this video. So the first like risk that is associated with the triplets that has caused me to have like a lot of lifestyle changes is there is a 20% chance of losing the babies at any given time. So it actually doesn't get any better as I go through my pregnancy. So at literally any given moment up until about 24 weeks, they could just pass, like one of them or multiple of them could just pass away for no given reason. And I'm trying to think about the 80% of the time that that's not gonna happen, but it definitely is hard. Like Braxton and I were really overwhelmed at that first appointment with the specialist, and I was like bawling because it's a lot. Like, you don't want to think about that stuff like happening to you or your babies. Like, even though these triplets weren't planned, like I can't imagine now like losing one of them or something happening. So I'm just trying to like stay really positive that none of this will happen, but it is overwhelming. Everything's fine. I have faith in God and like what his plan is for us and me, so I'm trying to hold on to that and like cling to that for sure. I also, like, obviously since they're gonna be born preterm, they're gonna be small babies, and that just puts them at risk as well, just because they're gonna be preterm babies. I probably won't make it past 32 to 34 weeks. They're gonna schedule me C-section for 34 weeks regardless. At that point, they're going to be in the NICU. They're gonna be small. I am struggling right now to gain enough weight, and my doctor, she was nice about it, but she was like, you need to work on it. Like, you have to be able to gain 32 pounds by 24 weeks and 50 pounds by delivering. And I know that people are gonna comment underneath like, well, I gained this with my single pregnancy, you'll be fine. And it's like, everybody doesn't gain weight the same way, and like the weight that she told me to gain is specific to me. I didn't gain any weight at all in my first trimester, and I've been struggling since finding that out with a specialist to even gain any more weight. So at this time, I'm drinking protein shakes every day, and I'm eating 6 meals a day, and it is a lot. Like, I'm making a lot of lifestyle changes right now, and it's difficult to stay like eating that much a day. Like, it really is. It's hard, and it's been an adjustment. Like, I get sick to my stomach because I'm forcing myself to eat so much, but I know ultimately like that's what's best for the babies. And basically she was like, if you don't gain enough weight, like they're not going to be big enough. So that was like a lot of extra stress on me, but it is one thing that I can control. So I feel like I'm, you know, like really focused on that right now and like gaining weight and eating a lot. Next, there's a 20% to 30% chance of me getting preeclampsia, which is pretty common in pregnancies. I know that it's more common for me because I have triplets, so I'm like triple the risk, which is scary, but I'm trying to like just avoid that and not think about it until like the time comes with it. I'm doing steps to prevent that, like taking aspirin twice a day, and I've been checking my blood pressure twice a day as well, just to like keep an eye on it and make sure it's not elevated. And so far, like, everything's okay. You don't usually get that until 20 weeks, so I'm just praying like everything stays fine. I have a 20% chance of getting gestational diabetes, although she told me she's not really worried about that for me, so I've let that be one less thing that I don't have to worry about. Just kind of push it off the list completely for me. Since I do have identical twins that are sharing a placenta, I have like a 15 to 20% chance of the twins getting twin transfusion syndrome, where basically one twin takes nutrients and blood from the other twin, and in that case they can try and like do some stuff to correct it, but ultimately like the twins can die. So that was also scary for sure. Overall, there's not a lot of things that I can do to really change like what's gonna happen or what's coming my way. I'm just a firm believer in like what is supposed to happen is going to happen, and I don't feel like I was given these babies just for them to be taken away. So I'm just praying and like hoping that everything is taken care of and like it's whatever's meant to be is gonna happen. So I'm just praying for like a healthy pregnancy for me and the babies, and ultimately just trying not to stress myself out, because it doesn't help me or the babies when I'm stressed out, and it's really bad for both of us. So I'm just, you know, she even told me like me stressing or like having anxiety and depression during this and like focusing so much on the negatives is actually really bad for the babies. I'm trying to live just carefree right now, even though I have like a super high risk pregnancy and I'm having 3 babies. It's fun to try and not be stressed out for sure, but I'm focusing on the positives and just trying to like enjoy this pregnancy and the journey, because it's definitely crazy. And like I said, we just love and appreciate you guys so much and all the support that you have given us. Like, I don't know where we would be without all of you guys for sure. Make sure that you guys stay tuned, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below guessing the genders, because some of you still haven't guessed and we're doing a giveaway for that. I have ultrasound pictures to show you guys next week, and I hope that you guys will just love them as much as me, because it's just so fun to see their little figures. You can see some of them, so I'm excited. We also have a 20-week anatomy scan coming up in like a month, and it's a 3-hour long anatomy scan. I'm gonna do my very best to see if they're gonna let me film in there. Everything's so restricted with COVID right now, I'm sure you guys know, but I'm gonna do my best to just like get as much of this on camera, because honestly, like, I've slacked at my other ultrasounds and haven't really filmed much. We also didn't know we were having triplets the first one, and then like the next ones we really were just focusing on seeing the babies and like just enjoying the moment with each other. So I think now that the initial shock is over and we're able to like, I don't know, kind of like we're gonna be seeing so much, so we can hopefully film so that you guys can see. But anywho, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in a few days for the next drop.